Hey everyone, it's Matt from Crank Engineering, and today I got Jordan in the shop here with me today. And if you've got a project bike and you need a fender, rather than modifying one that you've already got, why don't you just make a new one? Okay, while Jordan catches his breath, we'll have another look at the fender. It's really just hammering a piece of steel. We're getting pretty close to where we want to be, aren't we?
20 minutes.
20 minutes maybe?
Yeah, 20 half.
So it's getting there. It's getting close. We've compared it to the sample, and we're getting close in that direction. And we're not too far off in the radius in this direction as well. We'll need to straighten it all out and planish it and everything. We might need to shrink these edges a tad. So I think what we'll do is...
So shrink the edges to get more crown in it?
Yeah, so we want to get a bit more crown in this direction.
Yep. So
we want to shrink these edges in so they pull down a little bit tighter. So these two edges we need to shrink. So if you haven't got a shrinking and stretching machine, the other way to do it is with a tucking fork, and I've got a video about that, making some tucking forks. So we're going to use a tucking fork. We're going to put some tucks along these edges, and then we're going to hammer them out again, and that should pull these edges up or down and put a bit more crown over the top of the fender. So let's get into it. Okay, we've just been looking at the crown of the fender, and we've got a very good crown at the top, but there's a little bit of a flat spot, and I'm hoping you can see it in the camera, either side of the center ridge. So we can wheel that in with the English wheel later on, but what we're thinking of doing is we'll just run another bunch of hammer blows either side of the center and try and form in a little bit better the crown over the top of the fender here. So we can do it very quickly with the sandbag. So do you want me to have a hit, or are you right to go?
Your turn.
It's my turn to have a hit, so let's just keep working on it. All right, we've wheeled the daylights out of this fender back and forth to try and get the profiles right, and Jordan's pretty happy with the radiuses in that direction and in that direction, at least on our test Avon 19-inch tyre. So the step now, once we're pretty happy with the surface, we're going to file finish the metal. So you can use a body file, but most people don't have one of these. I just bought this one second-hand on eBay. So a standard metalworking file is fine, and we're really just going to go over the surface and continue that process until we've file finished the entire surface and taken the higher spots down, and we get to a point where we can now start to sand it to get it to an absolutely perfect surface that pretty much needs no filler if you're going to paint it. So we're going to do a little bit of filing and sanding just on a section to show you what it looks like, and then hopefully you guys have got enough to have a crack on your own. Done at this point as far as we're going to go in the video. Jordan's going to finish off the filing and the sanding of the fender to make it all look as good as this little section here, and then we can trim it to the exact profile that we're looking for, and then file smooth all the edges so it's perfectly clean and doesn't look like it's just been hand cut or anything like that. But hopefully you guys have been able to pick up a few tips from the video in terms of the process we used to get to this point, just from a flat piece of steel, some basic hand tools to form the basic shape. Yeah, we did use the English wheel to speed things up, but you don't have to do it that way. I think what we'll do is make a little download you guys can get as well. We'll put some photos and some descriptions of the steps that we followed. That'll be in the description of the video somewhere around here, so look out for that. Thanks to Jordan for coming in and giving us a chop out with the project, and see you guys next time. Thank you.
Cheers.